what does it take to truly be great? To learn that, you follow someone who's achieved it, right? And that person for me came about in a book I'm researching, and Richie McCaw came up, and a story I heard about him came back into my world, and I realized how powerful it is and how important it is to do this. And Tony Robbins did this same thing as a young man. They picked what they wanted in life and they reverse engineered it. In Richie McCaw's case, he was one of the greatest New Zealand All Black captains of definitely my generation, if not beyond that. And his uncle came to him when he was a young man, when he was a teenager, and he said, "So you want to be a New Zealand All Black?" And then they reverse engineered it from the time they expected Richie to make his All Blacks debut all the way back down to the very day they were standing on, and what Richie would need to do in between those times, which teams he'd need to be a part of, or which contests he'd need to be a part of, and what he'd need to do to get there. And then the very end of it, his uncle said, "You don't just want to be an All Black. You want to be a great All Black. Now sign it." And Richie McCaw signed that piece of paper and kept it. Now, he didn't look at it every day, but he kept that piece of paper and he signed it. And it came up again later in his life. But anything you're working to right now, anything you're working towards right now, you can create by starting at what you want to achieve and working all the way backwards to where you are now. It's better almost than goal setting, because the journey there will evolve the end of it. The journey doesn't end when you accomplish it. It's almost the journey to the start of the adventure. And then it continues and evolves and grows. And that's a much better way to live. So consider that. See what you think. What do you need to reverse engineer in your life to get to now?